everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's officially New Year's Eve, and I need to do makeup like right now because I didn't realize how behind I was. So I'm going to work it. I'm going to go really fast. So first I'm going to spray my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I mean, it's only 7 o'clock, but my mom's going to be here early and we're going to be there for 8, so I need to hurry. So I'll see if I can get my makeup done in like half an hour. First thing that I'm going to do, okay, so I have this really light foundation that normally works. It's the Makeup Forever HD foundation in 1Y100. It's really, really light, but it actually goes with my skin. Like once I blend it out, I do have my Ambient beauty blender here, but I'm going to mix it with some Hollywood Flawless filter in a darker shade. It's tan number 5. So I think that's going to like maybe darken it up a tiny bit. Before we do that, we're going to apply some One Size Secure the Sweat primer. It is New Year's after all, so I want to make sure that my makeup ain't going nowhere. I'm not sure how sweaty I'm going to be. It's still cold here. It's like probably minus 15, minus 20 tonight. Overnight, it did snow today. So it's, you know, it's not the nicest out. And I am walking back because I refuse to drink and drive. So here we go. I'm drinking my coffee. I am not pre-drinking. Coffee all the way in order for me to stay up. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the back of my hand. Foundation, I'm going to do 3 or 4 pumps, just in case I don't like the way it blends out or whatever. Then I'm going to add some of this to, like, I'll add it to my hand as well, right beside it. So the purpose of this is it can be also used as a primer, but it would be like a glowy primer. So you can see the tone difference is quite a bit darker. I'm just kind of smushing some on because it comes with a wand. So I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to take my sponge. I'm going to use this side because I've got blush on this side. Then we're going to mix these two together. Hopefully this will work. Okay, and I'm going to add it to my face. So since I've added it to my hand, it's not gonna, I think it's gonna blend out better. Cover up that red spot on my forehead. I had this, like, I have to figure out what I'm doing with my hair because I tried that trick to curl my hair where you put a headband and then you use it, and my hair turned out frizzy. So I probably should have used some like gel or texture spray or something, and I didn't. And now I have no idea what to do with it. Like, unless I wet it out again and then blow dry it again, that would be like the only way that I could like get it to be kind of nice. I might have to do that too because it's not looking the best right now. Okay, so I've used up all of the product on my hand. It's like basically clean. And now my skin is a little bit glowy as well. So I'm just going to continue blending until I'm happy with what my skin looks like. It is nice. Like, it feels like I'm not really wearing that much makeup, which is nice. And I don't want to use too much powder today either. Okay, so I'm going to go in with concealer, I think. I'm going to do eye primer separate. For eyes, I probably should have put on, I'll leave all the products down below. I probably should have put on my shadow first, thinking about it now, because I want to do dark and smoky. I think that will look really cute. I originally wanted to put my hair up. So here's the other option. I could just do an updo instead of having my hair down. I haven't done my hair up for karaoke in a long time. As a matter of fact, going out anywhere, I haven't really done my hair up. And I have this amazing, like, way that I like to do my hair. And right now it's so texturized and so curly. It's not even curly, it's just kind of like frizzy. It's like a big fuzz ball. But if I was to do my hair that way, it would make it easier for me to maintain that style, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of gloss because my lips are like so dry right now. I don't even know what I'm doing with my lips. I just know they're dry. That's all I know right now. Okay, so I'm going to use the Haus Tricycle concealer, and this is the shade 13 Light Neutral. So I'm going to add some underneath my eye where I desperately need it, apparently. Okay, around my nose, on my sunspot that's like really dark right there. A little bit here. There. I think that's the only spots I really need concealer. I'm gonna let that dry down, and while we're letting that dry down, I'm gonna go in with my Nars Laguna cream bronzer. This is Laguna 3, and I'm gonna use the tip of my sponge, and I'm gonna put it right in the product, and I'm going to highlight my cheekbones. Do my nose a tiny bit, especially if I am having my hair up. I think my jawline looks really nice when you have a little bit of darker color underneath there. But I don't know now. I'm not sure what I want to do. Okay, I think that looks good. That red mark is still there, but hopefully that goes away before I leave tonight. I'm going to do, before I blend out concealer still, I'm going to go ahead and do eyebrows. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we're going to blend out concealer and then add blush. So concealer, I've got my little brush right here. Bring it right up to the inner corner and then blend up and out around the nose. Find that when I let it sit for a minute, it does dry down a little bit, and it's maybe not easier to blend, but it seems to stick around for longer. As soon as I like go to blend it out when it's like you first put it on and it's wet, it just seems to disappear on me. Like soaks into the brush, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna add a little bit of powder to my under eyes. I'll add the Makeup by Mario Surrealskin soft blurring powder. A little bit under the eyes so they're not going to crease. On the forehead even. And then we're going to put some cream blush on, and then I'm also going to add like powder blush on top of that. So cream blush, I'm going to go in with a pinker toned blush, I think. More pink tonight, and then maybe I can add some like Rosewood on top by Dior. So this is the pink one. It is the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil Cream Blush in Perfect Pink. That is a lot of words to say. I'm going to use the flat part of my sponge. I just find after your makeup is done and you've let it sit for a minute, cream blush fades so fast. Okay, so that's all I'm going to add. I'm just going to blend it in now. Add a little bit to the nose. I feel different with my hair up. I feel naked. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to do one setting spray right now. Just a light layer, and then we're going to go in with our eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to go into the Pretty Grunge palette. I have been obsessed with this palette ever since I got it. I'm so glad I got this one. So I'm going to add a little bit of grunge, which is the cream shade. I'm going to add that first. I'm going to use my cream brush, and it's just kind of like, it's almost like a primer, I guess, but it's kind of this like dark base that you can add your whatever else you want on top. Because if my eyes were all dark, I just think it looks so good. I'm just going to add it all over. It's going to look messy, and that's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to use another brush. I think I've used this one, but it doesn't matter because the colors I'm putting on my eye are so dark. So I'm going to go straight into Renegade, which is the darkest shade in the palette, the black shade. Tap off the brush so I don't get it anywhere else. And I'm going to start packing it on right next to the eyelashes. And kind of smushing it around that cream shade a little bit. Okay, so it looks really, really dark. We'll blend it out with something a bit later. I'm wondering if I should put any sparkle on top. I don't know, because it's going to take away from the dark color. I probably won't put this black shade on the bottom. I'll probably blend it out with something a little bit softer. Okay, I'm pushing this into my crease. So when I look down, like my crease actually goes quite high, so I'm just going to push it right above my natural crease, or my natural like eye socket. So when I'm looking straight ahead, I'm kind of pushing it into that eye socket area. Okay, and then just making sure I have everything covered. So right around the like lashes here, making sure it's right next to there. I'm going to line the lashes with black liner anyway, so I'm not going to really mix out, like I'm not going to miss that part. And I had no fallout, so that was amazing, you guys. That's so nice. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with some dark like liner. I'm almost wondering if I should do something other than black. I'm really obsessed with the bronze from Patrick Ta. That one's like my favorite. And it is, what eyeliner is that? I almost wonder if I should use that one. It's not black. And then I also have the chestnut shade from Hourglass. I love that one too. These are like two of my favorite colors. I think today I'm going to use the chestnut. I don't know why. It's like, it's not black, but it's really nice. And it spins out too. So good. So I'm going to put this on. And I'm using it to line my lower lash line as well. I'm obsessed with this color. This is a definite rebuy. I love that so much. I'm going to do the lower lash line first. I'm going to use the shade Avant Garde. I love this shade for blending out. It's not dark. It's a dark shade. It's not really purple, but it's not black. It's almost like a smoky gray. I'm going to use that to buff out the lower lash line. So I'm going to go into Avant Garde and I'm just going to tap in. It is a metallic shade, so I think it's going to look really pretty with this lower lash line color. Just going to stamp it on at first, and then we'll use a different brush to blend it out, I think. Okay, and then I'm taking a larger, fluffier brush, clean that one off as well. And we're going to go in with, I think the shade Nirvana. Actually, let's use a smaller brush still for this one. So we'll go in with the shade Nirvana, which is like almost a purpley shade. Just a tiny touch, tap off the brush, and then blend above the crease here. And just stay within the area of the eye. This is going to help blend out that black. So when I go to blend it out with a different color, it's not going to look so harsh. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back in with that first brush and take a little bit more of Heroin, which is again the lightest shade, and just kind of clean up around. I think I might do that with my shadow too. I'll take my powder brush and just, so you can use that with powder and then clean up the area as well. Just in case your eyeshadow gets away with you and starts looking a little weird. Okay, I think that's good. And then on the lower lash line, I want to add a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to add a little bit of, just going to see what Stand Up looks like. Stand Up is kind of pink. Strong AF is probably the shade we want. So this one here, whoops, I just dropped the brush, that one there. I'm going to go in with my highlighter brush. Actually, I've got another highlighter brush I can use. Put this on just underneath the eyelashes here, on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to add some of Rubella. Is it Rubella? No, Rebel. It's like the ultimate purple gold, or purple, silver, black sparkle. I'm going to add some of those there as well, if I can. It's kind of like a chunky glitter. Okay, so a little bit of glitter right there. It looks a little weird, but once I get like liner on and stuff, it'll be good. All right, so we're done with the brushes. I'm going to do another swipe of powder just to make sure that there was no fallout there. Probably have a little bit of sparkle fallout from later. That's okay. Okay, and then what else do we need here? Okay, I'm going to go do liner and then the lashes. I think I need to get the eyes done because it's bugging me. So I'm going to put on my really, really big, like, clunky lashes. I say clunky, it's just, I wonder if I even have new ones. What I need to do is run this through them. This is my little eyelash comb. I usually use it with my falsies if I need it. But sometimes, like if you've worn a pair of falsies for a really long time, they start to get glue, or you'll accidentally get glue in them when you're taking them off or putting them on or whatever it is. So I like to comb them out, and I do pull off the glue from the previous like wear. And these I've worn a long time, but it's nice because they're kind of broken in, you know. It's hard to break a pair, especially if they're not like a really good quality pair. It's hard to break them in. But they're bending to like my eye shape, you know. So, oh, that's my daughter. She's so loud. Sorry, you guys can hear that. Okay, so I'm gonna go offline now. I'm gonna go off camera. We'll come back and touch up the face. There's a couple of other things I want to do, and then I gotta figure out what we're doing with lips, because this is like my actual like New Year's makeup. I did post like an idea for a New Year's makeup, but that was like back on the 30th of December. So now I'm like doing actual New Year's makeup, but this video won't be up for a while. So, okay guys, lashes are done. The eyes are looking so dark. I almost feel like I did get a little bit of like darkness here. So I'm going to take a little bit more concealer and hopefully it doesn't like mess up. Ugh. I always hate adding concealer after I finished like powdering and stuff. But I think I'm going to need a little bit of something, if you know what I mean. I got a little bit of like powder, or maybe it was mascara. I don't know. I don't know what that was, but I'm going to try to blend it in gently here and see if that works. I wonder if a better idea would be to use my Nars Complete Concealer, because that's not like a wet concealer, so it won't like mess everything up as much. Here, let's see. So I'm just going to go in. It's like, it's dried down quite a bit. It's almost like a, I don't even know. It has a little bit of a yellow base that's going to like cover up, make everything look a little bit brighter at the same time. My kids are going nuts down there. Okay, and we're going to lift it up here like so. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to, I don't even know if I want to powder that. I think it looks good. I just don't want any of that, like if it's the, I'm just going to put the remains of my powder from my brush. I'm going to go over it a little bit. I definitely need more blush. Speaking of, my blush seems to fade so quickly, and I almost feel like I need a little bit more of that, like a little bit more contour. So I'm going to go in with powder contour. I'm going to use my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, just a touch, and I'm going to go into the medium contour, which is here. It's like the grayest shade I have. And what we're going to do is find a brush that I can use. Okay, so I'm just going to put like a tiny bit on this brush, squish the brush, and just add it right where I need a little bit of shape here. Okay, and it's definitely going to add a little bit of that nice, rich contour. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit to the nose. A little bit underneath the chin, or lip, I mean. Just follow along the forehead a tiny bit. And then I'm also going to add a tiny bit more blush. So take my blush brush. This is the 012 Rosewood Rosy Glow by Dior. Kind of blend it up into the like under eye concealer a tiny bit so it doesn't look so like white. There. Now the final touch is highlighter and lips. So let's do highlighter. I'll use the Rare Beauty one because that will add a little bit of warmth. It's kind of like a gold. I thought it was champagne, but it's definitely more of a gold. Okay, so I'm going to add a tiny touch in the corners of the eyes. A little touch underneath the brow. That brings a little bit of life to the eyes, especially when they're so dark. I'm going to take my highlighter brush, highlight the tip of my nose, the bridge, between the brows, chin, Cupid's bow, and then finally the cheeks. Okay, we'll go back with the powder blush and just blend that out a bit. I think I got too much of a glare here, so I'm not sure if I've got any more powder on my brush, but I'm just gonna take that away with a little bit of powder. Too much right there, my bad. You want it more up here, like right here on the cheekbone instead of like right underneath your eye. So I'm just taking some powder to make that look matte again. Okay, and then finally the lips. So what we're gonna do there, I kind of want to do like I like the way it looks. I think it looks cute, but I think I want to do a liner. I'm gonna like shade my lips, I guess is what you would say. This is like almost a brown color. Okay, so I overlined just a little bit. I love how they look. I love when they're a little bit overlined. And so I'm going to add, I already have like a little bit of like stuff on my lips from before. So what I'm going to do is take some of the Jeffree Star liquid lip color. I know I have like more of a nude shade here somewhere. This one here. So this is I'm Nude. And I'm going to add a little bit to the inner part of the lip. And blend that into the liner a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to bring this with me because I need to touch up throughout the night. And then on top of that, I'm going to add some kind of sparkly gloss because I think sparkly gloss looks really pretty. I feel like I don't even have enough blush. Like, what is with my blush situation? Is it just me? I think it looks okay. All right. I'm going to add the Sandcastle Bling because it's so pretty and sparkly. It's got a little bit of a pink undertone. Okay, I think that's good. I think we're good, you guys. I'm going to take some of my Patrick Ta, and because my, like, a lot of my decollete, how do you say it, decollete? A lot of my decollete is showing. I'm going to add this stuff onto my shoulders and my collarbone. Kind of liking the wild look of my hair right now, so when I go to style my hair better, I'm going to figure out a way to make it look a little bit more wild and crazy, but I think I'm going to keep it up. I think it looks really sexy, and then my hair will also not really be tangled, so I think that'll be good. Okay, so I think that's enough. It does have a, like, quite a strong scent to it. It's not terrible, but it's not like what I would choose to wear for a perfume on a night going out. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to wash my hands after that, is add some Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is the shade Luminous Light, and I'm going to add this instead of the powder. So all over the face, down on the neck, because I didn't really add any of the Patrick Ta stuff. On the forehead. Okay, and I think that's it. All right, you guys, the last thing that we have to do is some setting spray. And we are done. So I'm just going to, where did my fan go? Fan myself dry. And we're good. So happy New Year's, you guys. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's. I know New Year's is already passed by the time this video went live, but you can do this look anytime you have a party night. It looks so pretty, especially the under the eyes, that sparkle just looks gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna go finish my hair, and you all have a wonderful New Year. I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.